We have finished up to sixth question. So now seventh question. While doing work and running, you move your organs like hands, legs, etc. Which among the following is correct?
Ma'am, skeleton muscles count. Last
Skeletal
one.
muscles contact and pulse the ligament to move the.
Yes.
Last one, ma'am. Skeleton muscles
Yes.
contact and pull that.
D1, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
D1. Okay. Yeah. D, skeletal muscles contract and pull the tendon to move the bones. Okay. Now, eighth one. Which muscles act involuntarily?
Ma'am, smooth muscles.
Smooth muscles, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am, smooth muscles.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
No,
Ma'am,
ma'am.
smooth muscle and cardiac muscle,
Cardiac
ma'am.
muscles. Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
D, ma'am. 2 and 3.
Yes. 2 and 3. Okay. 2 and 3. Yes, that's good. Meristematic tissue. Ninth one. Meristematic tissues in plants are.
Localized and dividing cells.
Localized and dividing
Localized
cells.
and
Yes,
dividing
ma'am.
cells.
Yes, that's good. Localized and dividing cells. Okay, what is 10th one? Which is not a function of epidermis?
Ma'am, protection from
Protection from
Protection from
adverse
adverse
condition.
condition.
Which is not a function of epidermis?
Ma'am, protection from adverse condition, ma'am.
Yeah, ma'am.
Okay, I think it is conduction of water.
Yes, ma'am.
I think it is conduction of water because conduction of water is done by xylem and phloem.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, because protection from adverse condition and protection from microorganisms on it or any pathogens is also done by epidermis.
Yeah, ma'am. Outer layer.
Yes. So now what is 11th one? Select the incorrect sentence. Blood has matrix containing proteins, salts and hormones, or two bones are connected with ligament, or
Tendons are non
Ma'am, tendons are
Yes,
fibrous.
ma'am,
non-fibrous
tendons are
tissue and fragile.
non-fibrous tissue and
Non-fiber
fragile.
tissues and cells.
Are you sure?
Yeah, ma'am.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Tendons are non-fibrous tissue,
Tissue.
fragile. Yes, it is because tendons are very strong. And what about the 12th one?
Yeah, ma'am.
Cartilage is not found.
Ma'am, kidney.
Ma'am, kidney, ma'am.
C, ma'am.
Kidney. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, kidney. And what is the 13th one?
Ma'am,
Fats.
adipose tissue.
Adipose tissue, ma'am. Adipose tissue.
Yes, good. It's adipose tissue. Okay, what is 14th one?
Ma'am,
Calcium
C.
and
Calcium,
phosphorus.
potassium.
No, ma'am. Calcium and phosphorus.
Yes, it's calcium and phosphorus.
Phosphorus.
Yes, C, calcium and phosphorus. Bone matrix is rich in calcium. What is 15th one? Contractile proteins are found in. Contractile proteins are found in. Contraction.
Ma'am, muscles.
Yes, muscles. Good. It's muscles. And what is 16th one? Voluntary muscles are found in. Voluntary and involuntary actions can be done. Muscles, voluntary muscles are found. Voluntarily, what we do, knowingly, we can do it. We can do it with the help of alimentary canal. It does the functions involuntarily, isn't it? Iris of eye, it happens with the blinking. The brain does its function involuntary. Iris of eye. Bronchi of lungs, they do their function on their own, involuntarily. And what is left? What is left? Voluntarily, which function? Which we can do voluntarily. Voluntarily is nothing but which we can operate.
Sir, ma'am, D, ma'am.
You operate the bronchi of lungs.
No, ma'am. B1, ma'am.
B, yes,
Limbs.
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 Voluntary muscles are found in limbs. Yes, good. So what is 17th? Sorry, nervous tissue is not found in. Nervous tissue is not found in. Where nerves, we can see nerves in brain, we can see nerves in spinal cord, we can see nerves.
Tendons, ma'am.
Ma'am, tendons, ma'am.
It's tendon.
C.
Yes, ma'am.
Tendon. 18th one, nerve cell does not contain.
Ma'am, tendons.
Tendons, ma'am.
Yes, good. It's tendon. And what is 19th one? Which of the following helps in repair of tissue and fills up the space inside the organ? Which of the following helps in repair of tissue and fills up the space inside the organ?
Ma'am, alveolar tissue.
Yes, areolar tissue. Yes, good. It fills up the space inside the organ. Good. It's areolar. Yes. What is 20th? The muscular tissue which functions throughout the life continuously without fatigue is. The muscular tissue which functions throughout.
Ma'am, skeleton muscles.
Ma'am, skeleton muscle.
Muscular tissue which functions throughout your life. It will be beating. Come.
Ma'am, cardiac muscles.
Cardiac tissue.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Cardiac muscle.
Good. It's cardiac.
Heart, ma'am.
What is 21? Which of the following cells is found in the cartilaginous tissue of the body? Which of the following cells is found in the cartilage?
Ma'am, chondrocytes, option D.
Okay. Option D, good. Chondrocytes, good. What is 22nd? The dead element present in the phloem is. Dead element present in the phloem is. Dead element which is present in phloem.
Ma'am, Steve tubes.
Phloem fibers. Fibers. Usually fibers. Fibers are made up of sclerenchyma. Fibers are usually they are dead. Fibers are usually dead. So the dead element present in the phloem is phloem fibers. Okay. Fibers are usually they are not living. They are dead. So the answer is phloem fibers. Try to remember this. And what is the 23rd? Which of the following does not lose their nucleus at maturity?
Ma'am, companion cells. Option A.
Yes, good. Companion cells. That's right. So companion cells do not lose their nucleus at maturity. In desert plants, 24th one. In desert plants, rate of water loss gets reduced due to the presence of.
Ma'am, Lindgren. Vegan.
Ma'am, cuticle.
Yes, ma'am, cuticle. Cuticle.
Cuticle, ma'am. Option A, ma'am.
Yes, that's correct. It's cuticle. In desert plants, the rate of water loss gets reduced. Why? Because the cuticle is present. It stops the water loss from the plants. It is a very thick layer. That's why the desert plants are they have the leaves, very thick leaves because of this cuticle. Yes, what is 25th one? A long tree has several branches.
Ma'am, xylem vessels.
Xylem parenchyma. Parenchyma, ma'am.
Yeah, ma'am, parent.
Ma'am, xylem vessels.
Long tree has several branches. The tissue that helps the sideways conduction of water.
Xylem vessels, ma'am.
Yeah, ma'am. Xylem vessels.
Are you sure? Xylem vessels. Okay, that's xylem
Yes,
vessels.
ma'am.
Correct? Okay. So this xylem vessels, they help in sideways conduction, passage of supply of water in the branches. Okay, now what is 26th one? If the tip of sugarcane plant is removed from the field, even then it keeps on growing in length. It is due to the
Ma'am,
presence
apical
of
meristem.
Intercalary meristem.
Apical
meristem.
Apical meristem.
Ma'am,
ma'am.
apical meristem.
Are you sure?
Yes, ma'am.
Apical meristem.
Apical meristem.
It's intercalary meristem.
Yes, ma'am.
It's intercalary meristem. If the tip of sugarcane plant is removed, here the question is, if the tip of sugarcane plant, if the tip is removed, tip is usually apical meristem. If the apical meristem is removed from the field, then it keeps on growing in length. It's due to the presence of intercalary meristem, because after apical meristem, intercalary meristem is there. So even if you remove this tip is nothing but apical meristem. If you remove this apical meristem also, it keeps on growing with the help of intercalary meristem. So please go through the question, understand the question first. And now the 27th one. A nail is inserted in the trunk of a tree at a height of 1 meter from the ground level. After 3 years, the nail will
Remain at the same.
Remains at the same position, ma'am.
why? Can you give the reason?
Because trunk of tree contains permanent tissue, ma'am.
Yes, good. And it will not grow in height. Other branches, tip of the branches, which are at the upper part of the plant, they grow. But the bark of the tree, it remains same. Yes, that's correct. Okay. What is the 28th one? Parenchyma cells are.
Ma'am, none of these.
Ma'am, B1.
Parenchyma cells are
Ma'am, thick wall and specialized, ma'am.
thick wall, parenchyma or thick wall.
Ma'am, none of these, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
They are thin walled, they're relatively unspecified and thin walled. They are thin walled. Parenchyma.
Ma'am, simple squamous epithelium also thin walled only, no?
Yes, it's thin walled only. Yes. What about 29th? Flexibility in plants is due to?
Collenchyma, ma'am. Option A.
Yes, collenchyma. That's good. Flexibility in plants is due to collenchyma. Yes. What is 30? Cork cells are made up of impervious to water and gases by the presence of
Ma'am, C1, ma'am.
Ma'am, C1, ma'am. Subren.
yes, it's suberin. Cork cells are made impervious to water, means they don't allow the water and gases by the presence of suberin. Yes, good. Suberin is just like, it acts like a cement which will not allow water or gases to let in. Okay, what is 31? Survival of plants in terrestrial environment has been made possible by the presence of survival of plants in terrestrial environment. Survival of plants in terrestrial environment has been made possible by the presence of how they can stay alive, terrestrial environment.
Ma'am, conducting tissues.
Yes, it's because of conducting tissue. Because this conducting tissue, it will supply all the water and everything to the upper parts of the plant, even though they are so much tall, even though they are terrestrial. So this conducting tissue helps the survival of the plants. Yes. What is 32? Choose the wrong statement. The nature of matrix differs according to the function of the tissue, or fats are stored below the skin and in between the internal organs.
E, ma'am.
Epithelial tissues have intercellular spaces between them,
Yeah, ma'am.
or cells of striated muscles are multinucleate and unbranched. Which one is the correct one? Choose the wrong choose the wrong statement from this.
Fats are stored below the
Yeah, ma'am.
skin.
Second one. B.
Fats are stored below the skin. Yes, because of that only you can get the sweat, or you can get when you do the exercise, sweat comes out. When you do the exercise, your fats will burn because the fats, they are stored below the skin. It is the correct one. Which one is the wrong statement from this?
Ma'am,
Nature of the matrix differ according to the function of the tissue. That is correct. Cells of striated muscles are
is
multinucleate.
it B, ma'am?
Yes, it is correct.
Ma'am,
Epithelial tissues have intercellular spaces between them. Do they have intercellular spaces?
Yes, ma'am. D. Yeah, ma'am. D.
They are tightly packed epithelial tissues. They are packed. They have layers, different layers. Isn't it? So third one is the wrong statement. C. Isn't it? It's C. Yes, what is 33? The water conducting tissue generally present in gymnosperms is. Yes, what is 33? The water conducting tissue
Zy-
generally present in gymnosperms.
Ma'am, basils.
Water conducting tissue. In gymnosperms. It's tracheids. Okay, I'll show you the video for this, children. In gymnosperm, water conducting tissue and gymnosperm. So now we'll be watching different types of tissues.
Talk about
In
the
this
4
video?
types of tissues found in our bodies. In this video, I'll discuss connective tissue, epithelial tissue, nervous tissue, and muscle tissue. So let's get started with connective tissue. Connective tissue is one of the 4 types of tissues found in our body. Connective tissue helps provide structure, support, defense, transport materials, and binds things together. Connective tissue is unique in that it consists of cell fibers. These fibers include collagen fibers, which are tough fibers, and elastic fibers. In addition, the cells are separated by a ground substance, which is made up of water, fluid, and a mix of proteins called matrix. There are several different types of connective tissues, and they're found throughout the body. First up are loose connective tissue. It is composed of collagen and elastic fibers. It is found in and around blood vessels and organs. Next, you have fibrous connective tissue. They have a large amount of collagen and few cells. They are found in tendons and ligaments. Cartilage is a connective tissue. It is found at the end of bones and in our nose and ears. Adipose connective tissue is body fat, and it is used for insulation and to help store energy.